What is going on, guys, and welcome to another Friday the 13th video. In today's video, I'm going to tell you what are the best perks to use for Vanessa Jones, the counselor in Friday the 13th, how to be the best teammate, and how to survive till the end of the game. So let's go ahead and get started. If you've been playing Friday the 13th and you've been playing as Vanessa, one of the biggest things we have going into the game is knowing which perks fit for each individual character. Not all perks are going to be tied to the same character, and some of the perks actually hinder you instead of helping you out. So what is the best way to make the right determination for which perks to use for the specific character? As you guys know, each character comes with its great characteristics and also comes with its negative characteristics. Vanessa Jones is known for her stamina. She is super fast and could travel around the map fairly quickly. So how can we enhance that and use the perks effectively to better our skills? Not only that, but each counselor has its own role to play within the game, and what perks can we use to make those roles adequate? So when you're playing as Vanessa, your main objective are going to be two things. If you're playing on a solo queue and don't know anybody in the lobby, your main objective with Vanessa is just pretty much overall survive. I mean, if you don't know anybody else and no one else is talking, that's going to be your main objective, and that's going to determine which perks you use. Now, the other way you're able to play as with Vanessa is if you're playing as a team player. Now, remember, Vanessa's main objective within the map or within the game is to be able to run around, pick up parts, and drop off the parts for people who are able to repair either cars or boats fairly quickly. Not only that, but she should be the character that picks up the map the quickest, as the maps are scattered around, around the world or around the campsites, and she should be able to actually get one fairly fast compared to other counselors just because of her high speed and her high stamina. So now you're probably wondering, Laser, tell me now, what are these best perks? What can I use? So we're going to go ahead and run these down. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what these perks do, the positive and the negative, and I'm also going to be telling you guys, how to use them when you are, depending on how you're playing. So let's say you're in a solo queue and you want to play as Vanessa and you just want to make sure you stay alive and survive as much as you can. So the first one I want to recommend for you guys is called low profile. Low profile is going to give you the ability to move faster while you crouch, and it's also going to give you the ability to reduce the amount of sensibility or sense ability from Jason. That means you will be less detected when Jason has his sense ability. Now remember, each perk could drop either as a poor, common, uncommon, rare, and epic, and based on this, it's going to determine how much decrease of sense you will have from Jason. For example, if you get a poor drop, you'll get 7 to 8%. If you get a common drop, you'll get 10 to 15%. If you get an uncommon one, that's 17%. If you get a rare one, that's 15 to 25%, and if you get an epic, it's 25 or higher. Now, depending which one you get will increase the amount of sense that Jason will have on you, so make sure you try to go for that epic or that rare or that uncommon. Next up, I like to always pair my low profile perk with the marathon perk. Now, marathon perk gives you the increase to your total stamina and allows you to sprint for longer durations. So not only imagine that Vanessa is a really good runner, but now she's going to be able to have more stamina and she's going to be able to run further distance. The good thing about this is that it's going to give your stamina a big boost. The only negative on this perk is that it gives your sprint speed, it drops your sprint speed a little bit, but that's only about 5% depending on which role you get on the perk. Now the increase on stamina, like I said, will always be determined on what role you get. If you get a poor one, you could get between 1 to 3%. If you get a common one, you get between 4 to 6%. If you get an uncommon one, you get between 7 to 9%. If you get a rare one, you can get between 10 to 12%. And if you get an epic, you get between 13 and 15%. I would say anything from common on down should give you a very nice boost to get that stamina nice and flowing. What I do want you to keep in mind is that this last perk that I'm going to mention is also only based if you're just trying to survive and not being a team player. So the next one is called Restful. Now, Restful will increase the chance of your stamina recharge time. It will allow your stamina to recharge quicker while standing or while crouching. So either standing or crouching, which I think is really cool because sometimes you don't have that time to crouch, you just want to stay there standing. So this one will give you that nice little boost. The only thing negative is that your sprint speed is reduced, but remember, with the other perks that we have, we are doing good with our speed. But like all perks, it's all dependent on which role you get. If you get the poor one, you're not going to be doing so good. If you get the common one, it could be from nothing to 9%. If you get the uncommon one, it could be from 5 to 10%. the rare is 10 to 15, and the epic is 13%. I would say anything from uncommon on down will give you a nice roll perk. I don't see a lot of people rolling this perk or having the chance to get this one, so if you do get it, make sure you put it to good use. Alright, so now let's go for the build if we were actually playing as a team player. Now you're going to be able to play around with a couple of these perks, and these are going to be changed according to whatever you guys like. So we still going to be having a low profile. I still like Marathon and I still like Restful. Now the only one I would probably remove from this one is I would probably remove the low profile one, and I'm going to activate Psychic. Now Psychic will give you the ability to start the game with a walkie-talkie. Not only that, but it increases the range that you're able to broadcast your voice. The reason I removed low profile is because it reduces Jason's sensibility, but since you're going to be talking in the walkie-talkie, he's going to kind of know where you're at. So you're going to want to make sure you have that nice stamina, you're able to run fast and get away from him while you're talking. The cool thing about this is that it's going to give you the ability to go grab the map, and then from the map, find the car, find the boat. It's going to allow you to go look for parts, and it's going to allow you to communicate with each counselor saying, hey, do you have the battery? Hey, do you have the gas tank? Do you have this? Or did you see that? And I could go pick it up since I'm faster. And it's going to give you that ability to communicate with each counselor and giving you that ability to repair the car, repair the boat, or just overall give you that ability to go ahead and maneuver around the map, not only being helpful, but also being able to communicate with your teammates. Now, like I said, the positive of this one, you're able to increase the radius of your voice. The negative is that you get a noise generating penalty. Now, this is also depending on which one you get. If you get the poor one, you get a 1 to 5% positivity. You get a common one is 6 to 10, uncommon is 11 to 15, rare is 16 to 20, and epic is 21 to 25% of the radius that you're able to broadcast your voice. I would say anything from a common on down should be a very good perk to pick up, and one that will allow you to communicate faster and better with your teammates or the people who you're playing with. And those would be the best perks to use for Vanessa. If you don't play as Vanessa and you probably play as another counselor and would like to see a perk build and what are the best perks for that specific character, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. Now, if you did, please remember to help me out by liking the video and most importantly, sharing the video with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with all things Friday the 13th, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you want to get in touch with me and stay informed on the latest things that are happening in the channel, the best way is to hit me up on Twitter at GFLaserbolt. The link is down below, and also follow me on Twitch. If you would like to support the channel, you can always join the Laser Nation by supporting us via Patreon. Once again, the link is also down below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.